And here we are again. Happy Sunday, y'all. We're back here at the Leadership Lounge. I am your host, Louis Marshall, also known as Marshall Privacy on social media. Here with my lovely co-host. What's good, Autumn?
What's up? Sorry, guys. I just did a little echo. Hi.
What's up, you Rod?
What's happening? What's happening?
Yo, y'all sound so tired. Y'all sound beat from this week.
Okay, yeah.
This week
Almost.
I've been beat. The kids brought home some bug and took me out. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, you've been down for the whole.
Since last Sunday.
Yeah, you've been down the whole week, literally. We didn't know if you were gonna make it.
I know. I thought, I'm going to be real nice to you this week, today. Maybe. Because you look like you came.
But he don't have the energy to fight back. He don't even have the energy to fight back. He's like,
Let
whatever.
me tell you what I said in my head. Let me tell you what I said in my head. I was like, no, I don't mean none of that.
Saucy, starting out already.
Hot pepper.
Coming in hot.
Yo, I don't want to bring down the show, but I can't really go on without saying we're sending our thoughts and our prayers to everybody that's affected by these California wildfires.
Yes. Let's start there. God bless. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been hard to watch. It's all over the news. It's all over social media. So I wanted to start and just send my thoughts and prayers to everybody. I'm checking on my people. I would advise you guys do too.
Yeah, I have a sister that's in Cali now. She's in Long Beach, so she's a little south of the mayhem. But I think I check on her every year because it's around this time as always fire season. And when I see it on the news, they make it sound like all of New York is on fire. I mean, not in New York, but LA. But she said, no, it's just this part, it's just this part. But this year she was like, it's closer this time. Like it's actually close to the city. And she said she was about to drive to Hollywood and she like couldn't even do it. Traffic was bad, smoke was everywhere. She's like, I think I'll stay home today.
Yeah, it's terrible. Um, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And we just had fires on Maui 2 years ago that were very similar to this. So it's very eerie to watch.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Like I'm trying being quiet because I can get emotional about it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so thoughts and prayers to everyone. Hey, everybody that's in the group, thank you for checking in. Thank you guys for just tapping in and letting us know that you're safe. I personally just very much appreciate that. The other one was this potential TikTok ban.
I mean, you're coming in hard today.
Yeah, hey, it's nothing but
Can't take my
heat. I
step.
can't avoid any of this stuff. It's just unavoidable.
Maybe I should have drunk out the red solo cup today.
Yeah, you were already saucy. You on it today.
It would have been fitting.
Hot.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Oh, yo, come on, give it to me. Give it to me. What? Oh, good. He wants me to say I can't stand him earlier. You gonna put the sound effect on for that?
No, he's on injured reserve. He's sick.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! No, we're not gonna do
There we go.
that.
Nah, this TikTok thing got the world upside down. Like with a lot of people with businesses on there, with content on there, and just the uncertainty and it getting closer And the fact that it's now in appeals and that's kind of the end of the road, yeah, it's kind of shaking things up. I've been seeing things online all day. Just as it gets closer, it's just starting to flood the feed about it. So I'm curious, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok, but kind of indirectly. Like I'll post there. I might create something and post it there before I post it anywhere else. Or if I'm not sure about it, I'll post it there. It's it's not something I'd like gravitated towards, but I know a lot of people that's like winning on it. I remember I put my chiropractor on it because I was like, it's a lot of people on it because he didn't do Facebook, he didn't do Instagram. I was like, surprisingly, for some reason, chiropractors is winning on TikTok. He was like, get out of here. I'm like, dude, let's just record it. And he just hit the ground running ever since. So he loved it. It brought business in. It brought like a younger crowd into his office. It got the more awareness. He was able to share the information. But I guess to me, I'm like, is it actually going to get banned this time? This has to be at least the fifth time that they said it's going to be banned, like since it started. And I'm talking about
Yeah.
like serious bans. I think Montana is the only one that's actually banned it.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like it's going to be more serious than before, but it's just it's hard for me to take it serious again because it's just ban it. Like, I don't know how many times we're going to pretend a pump fake to ban it or what.
Yeah, value, because there's some value over there.
It's a lot of value.
Yeah.
A lot of value. They got a killer algorithm. Like, I don't know what they have built in it, but it is the strongest, craziest algorithm I've ever experienced. Like, it knows exactly what you want to watch.
Which is nuts to think about. Adama, what about you? Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok, but I'm not active like the way I used to be. And I thought about going back and being active until all this came along. But still, even because I have both TikToks on there, I have El Leon on there and I have my own. And it's kind of disheartening a little bit because TikTok is like that leisure. I'm just gonna sit. Let me just. And then all the content that people have built, and like, that's just crazy. It's still. I almost feel like this time is really it.
Yeah.
I really feel like this time might be it. Because so much is changing. Let's just put it that way, without saying a lot. So much is changing, and TikTok is not changing with its company, like, with its guests. When I say company, I mean guests, like with its friends. The people that TikTok associate with are on a whole nother wavelength. So TikTok is almost going to look like the good guy compared to other things that are going on. That's all I'm going to say. I may be spicy today, but I am tapered down. Peach cranberry.
We have a TikTok, but mainly for the tumblers, and it did not perform very well in terms of response. And some other Tumblr makers, shout out to you guys, just started reporting my content, so it wasn't really worth my time to stay over there. I found another place, and we'll wrap around to that like later conversation. But I found another option that was more organic, and I had better return on my time spent on platform, more meaningful relationships, more clients, more friends.
Yeah.
So that's important to me in terms of being on the platforms, that it's organic and that it's authentic. And so I couldn't get that there.
Yeah.
So I need that.
Yeah. TikTok, you don't get that there.
Yeah.
I'm just like with you on TikTok. It was like a hit or miss with me on TikTok.
Yeah, but like you said, a lot of people are winning. A lot of people are like killing it over there. They're making a lot of money.
There are a lot of people are.
Go ahead.
And when I want to find what I'm looking for real quick, like something to do in Charlotte or something to do when I hit VA or Atlanta, I just type Atlanta VAM, boom, it's right there, TikTok. But then I don't get that same satisfaction when I go to Instagram or even Facebook, because then it's taking me back to 1992. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas TikTok is like, here it is. And you know what? TikTok gave everybody, and I'm not, this is just me talking. TikTok gave everybody like people who feel like they want to be instant fame. TikTok did that a lot for people. Like they could be a journalist. They could do a gossip column real quick. And I mean, it's almost like saying bye to a good cousin.
Like what you just said with that instant news, like the up-to-date stuff, like how Twitter used to be. Like Twitter, I used to get all my news off of Twitter. Like anything that was happening in the world, like, okay, I'm not going to the news articles anymore. I'm going straight to Twitter, because you're going to get up-to-date information that's relevant by pretty much everybody. Anybody that's like got the boots on the ground as a civilian, or like a progressive journalist that got his blog going, you're going to get it. And I think TikTok kind of took the metal and kind of went with it with their platform, like, because they were able to do that with video, because it's not like they have any images or any like platform to read. They were able to do that with video format, and it's really weird how they were able to do it, because I didn't think. Cause I was like, oh, this is just Vine. I don't know if y'all remember Vine. I'm like,
I remember Vine.
Vine. And Instagram pretty much like killed that once they got video on it. But they did it. That's why I said that algorithm can't be beat.
That's why they won't sell it.
Right. You can't. That's
they cannot sell that.
Shout out to Shirley and Leslie. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hey, Leslie.
That's our music man.
Mr. DJ. I almost sang that song, Mr. DJ. Let me
Yeah, that's a guy. Shout out to you, Leslie. Hey, that was a really dope video that you dropped this week. If you guys haven't, definitely go check it out. Trailer number 2. Yeah, fire.
And Shirley, you've been spitting out some good stuff. Came back. What?
She hit the ground running.
Was out only for a minute. I was only out for a second.
Our lazy Pisces energy.
She calls it lazy. I'll call it demure. What do they call it? What's that word? I'll call it demure.
I like that.
They call it lazy. It's demure.
My daughter's been using that word. Demure.
Oh, I think it's so cute when you use it. I do. I think it's so cute. I cannot have a little girl right now.
Oh yeah, you keep that. Yeah.
No, I'm good with my almost out the door one.
Yeah, we're halfway.
I'm almost done.
Steve, we're gonna have a party for you.
Y'all gonna be looking for me on the Sunday. You're gonna be like, "Where's Adam?" I'll be like, "Hi guys, I'm calling you from a ship.
Right?
I'm out here. Welcome to the Leadership Lounge."
And she gonna send in her video a couple days early. Put this on the show. Just let them know I'm there.
This is Hakote Arima. I'm calling from the ship. Like, Adam, where'd the accent come from? Hey.
Nothing but wind in the background.
Right. But this whole January 19th is coming up quick. So
go ahead and dive into it, Lewis. Just go ahead. I can see it itching off your shoulders. It's like what they call it? What they call it? It's like dandruff just sitting on your shoulders. Just shake it off and let's just talk about it.
Nice.
Let's get into it.
All right, so Facebook is the other update that we had.
Do we get a drum roll? Can we get a drum roll? Oh, I forgot he said over there. God.
Yeah, he's on 60.
Look at Lewis. Do you see how I said it? I forgot he said
Meta has announced that they're getting rid of fact checking on platform over the next coming months.
They're getting rid of what?
Fact checking.
Oh, you know what? Come on, Uriah. Like,
I mean, that's how we all kind of feel about it. I mean, if we're going to talk about it, it's just like, okay, so we already see most of this across the platforms anywhere, where you can tell this is misinformation. It's not accurate information. And so now instead of like the platform really moderating that, they're saying they're not going to, and they're going to go to this community notes way of doing it, kind of similar to what they do on X. I'm not.
Give me my first take on it. Their fact checking wasn't doing good anyway, so they're pretty much they're just saying they're pretty much covering their ass. Like, we weren't able to do it, so we're just gonna stop, because like their fact checks weren't even good, because
right,
it's been various articles, where it didn't catch it, or it's over policing actual content.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's like, if you're not going to do it effectively, then you just have to not do it at all. And since Twitter is getting away with doing whatever they're doing over there, I guess Mark, like, let me do that too. Like, why am I spending so much money? Because like that is expensive. Like what they're doing with the fact checks, like there's not enough people that you could hire to actually police Facebook. So it's like, what are you really doing? And with Trump in administration now, he's not going to push forward. So you might as well tap out.
That's just crazy. I just think the whole
thing. So then who does it? So then who does the fact checking?
Nobody.
I mean, what? Bots? Are bots doing it?
Bots were doing it before. Like, that was the first level.
Which, and we figured out that don't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Sterling Legend says bull crap. I almost said it.
Yo, he said he was banned. Yo, Leslie said it was horrible. I stayed banned. Like, it's just, as a content consumer, it's incredibly frustrating. As a content creator, it's even more frustrating because not everybody gets to see my content as it is. It's already moderated out the gate. So what incentive is there for me to continue to post in the way that I just need Lewis personally have been posting? Like, if you take my reach at will, I don't even see Uriah's content unless I go click on his page. And he's
exactly
like, set to favorites. We talk across 3 of the Meta platforms. So it's like, hey, how do I not see his content?
Exactly.
I don't understand. So doing nothing is not a solution, and that has more consequence to the user base. But I do understand you saying, hey, there's a financial component to it from a business perspective. I do get that. And I wonder if they're using the revenue in the right way from just a shareholder perspective.
I mean, That's typically what
We're
happens.
having an honest conversation here, right?
That's typically what happens. Instead of them asking for the funds in the way that they need it to, the way they need it, they're giving. I mean, you're giving people options. So I mean, either we're going to pay and everything stays the same way, or we're going to not, and it's going to be like this. So, and it's not like I'm siding with them. It's just, I don't know, because I feel real perplexed about it. I feel real, not perplexed. I feel real annoyed about the whole thing because it feels like technology and everything has changed, and we've literally changed the way of Facebook and Instagram, of the content and things that are being posted. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember at one year they had this big, it was like a big thing that people were posting botch news. You remember? They were just botch news, and news, the broadcast people, they would get upset, yada yada yada. And now people are creating things that can bring a source of income, especially with the way the world is going. So they're having an income coming in. You're helping. There's a way for you to always have a job, basically, or bring some type of money in. Now they're even making that impossible for people who, you know,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for even bringing it up, but you said, are they spending it the right way? I know we're coming up the year end. They got financial statements coming out, right? When they do drop, I might take a look at it and do like a summary, a breakdown of like what it says. My past life, I mentioned before, I'm an auditor, but I used to be a financial statement auditor, where you go in and you actually audit the financial statement. So I know a lot of people, you see financial statements, it's like 500 pages, and you're like, where do I begin? I could probably give you guys like a breakdown of like how to read it and like what to take away from it and like what to look out for. The same way, like a analyst will look at it.
I like that.
I do too.
I think that's a behind the paywall conversation for those who are serious. Because I think it would be helpful. Two parts of that. One part where it's like, hey, some of us need to learn and understand the skill of how to read a financial statement. And then in parallel, as a business, to be able to have more data as to how you as a creator, as a business, as a person who might be marketing on this platform, where those dollars are actually going. Well, it's two-tiered. I feel how I feel about it.
Listen, I'm a content creator. I want to say, what do you call them? Activists. I don't know. I just feel like it's just unfair because now there's not. I guess we'll get into that part later, Lewis, when you decide to bring that part up. But now you only have because Facebook and Instagram are two of the major places where where content people are, and then you have TikTok, and now that's kind of disappearing. Right. So it almost feels like it's being bullied. I feel like it's like a way of being bullied. I don't know the word for it.
I think that's a good term, bully. I feel bullied a lot on the platform.
Bully. Go ahead and put that sound on it. Bully. Yeah. Yeah. Don't try to victimize me, social media. Don't make me a victim.
Well, so that goes into, and I'm looking at my notes sitting here in front of me from Lounge episode 9 on March 17th. And the very top header says, Facebook focusing on videos versus just reels. And then what does this mean? Well, it means that square, vertical, landscape videos are all going to be shown in one player. There's a demand for more reels, and they want to make it more original content in video format. And I said then, hey, this just means that they're going to be able to run more ads in between our content. So fast forward to now, on my 22-second video, at 5 seconds in, they run an ad. So as the person who spends time to edit this content, I'm like, yo, you just killed my whole video flow.
Right. It's only
5
20 seconds. Like what?
That part. It's a 20-second video, and at 5 seconds, you cut into it. I'm tight about it every time I see it.
Because think about it, like when you see an ad, what's the first thing you do? Swipe.
Swipe away.
So now you can't even get extra view time on your videos because they're plugging in ads and not even give you the ad revenue. Like they told me they took away my monetization revenues, but then still put ads on. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I couldn't get ads on I couldn't get ads on Reels. But it was like, no, you just can't get paid for ads on Reels. We're still gonna put the ads on there.
That part. And it's like a lot of creators are just standing up and just saying it out loud. Yo, I don't even want to post content anymore. It's pointless for me to continue to do this. I just want to quit. And it's like, nah, don't quit. Keep going. And you continue to pour into your fellow community mate, group mate, whatnot. So I started talking about fan base like 2 years ago.
Leslie said, I'm sorry, pimping ain't easy.
Yeah, pimping ain't easy. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, facts.
Where my money? Where my money? That's how where my money at?
Well, but they can't afford to pay everybody.
They can't afford it. They can't.
That's not sustainable. You cannot pay everybody for every piece of content.
It's so weird. It's like Hustle and Flow Part 2. That's what's going on over here. Hustle and Flow.
So, but that comes into the ownership conversation. And I know that like sometimes you, Ryan, and I differ on opinion on this, but it's like, hey, yo, my content is worth more than 0.000017 cents. Period. Look, it's not even a negotiation when it comes to that. It just is worth more than that. And so I want to be paid what it's worth. Or at least be at the table to negotiate for it. And the way that it currently is, I can't. And it's like, hey, as of yesterday, and what's today's date? Today is the 12th. I'm still at $2.85 worth of bonus for this current pay period.
Oh, you got more than me, man. More than me. I got like
It's
$1.
a lot of content, but it's a lot of content that goes out. If you think about, I'm putting out lounge clips, I'm putting out regular AI video, then I'm putting voiceover video out, plus promo, plus still image posts, plus stories. So just think about the time that goes into it. We're not even going to talk about supplies and what it takes to actually make the content. Let's just talk about time.
Leslie said, I think
just only time. For me to do a video, let's say that it takes me 30 minutes. And I post it, and at 5 seconds in, Facebook steps on the video by dropping in an ad, and the person swipes away. And then the next person that views it, and 4 hours later, they watch it, and 5 seconds in, they get an ad, and they swipe away. Based on the algorithm, it's not going to continue to feed it to more people. It's just going to be a dead piece of content. But I still put time into it. So how do I monetize on that time? And that's the part that I was talking about back in March 17th of 2024. Yo, this isn't sustainable. They can't pay us all for all this content. It's not feasible to do as a business. So you got to improve the content so that you actually are organically getting the followers, and you're going to have to connect authentically. Otherwise, the next time they make a change, then we're just going to have to bend down on the knee.
Like, I don't even know how Uriah's doing it. I mean, but your content's great, and I understand that it outweighs it's for the bigger part of everything, bigger scheme of everything. But like, oh my gosh, to not have any type of, I mean, I'm over like $1.12, but I can't even use the word I want to use because I can't say it on air.
That, but I'm where you're at. That's bullshit. I'll say it for you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I can breathe. Did you see how I breathe? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you. You shot me the alley oop. I got you. Yo, it's just bullshit. It's what it is.
It is. It is. And then, I mean, like, as much as we're on, how can I be in the red? I mean, none of the numbers make sense. Make it make sense for me. I'm not really good at numbers, but I know the numbers that they're giving me.
Yo, I told Jen, 2-3 days ago, I was like, hey, I got a new dashboard. Oh, this is interesting. And now the new dashboard, instead of like actually giving the numbers that a creator would need to create more content that's better for the viewers, no, they gave me bar graphs instead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just saw it.
It's not any different information. It's just reformatted for a 5th grade level. So as a creator, I'm like, yo, I mean, I appreciate the upgrade, but this doesn't actually help us make this a win-win situation. You want people to stay on platform longer. So help us create and curate the better content to keep the people on platform longer. Give us the tools.
Let's just be honest right now. Us talking about that is just pointless because that's not going to happen. So.
Oh, I know. Well, and that's so you called me before the show and we were talking about something that we might as well talk about it.
Oh yeah. We're talking about it. Yeah. I had to call you. I was like, yo, I cannot put this in group anymore. I need to talk about this. I was literally having like one of those 1980s Cyndi Lauper moments, just laying around dancing, and I was like, oh my God, is this fan base?
Yo,
what? I'm like, why is fan base stalking me? Lewis, get the hell off my damn phone, you know? And then I was like, what? I mean, like, it was like fan base. And I hadn't been on fan base all day yet. But it was like fan base. And I was like, oh yeah, baby, I'm in on it. And that's because of you.
Yeah. Well, it's all over Instagram. It's going viral.
All over.
Everywhere.
My teenage daughter joined today and she was just like, oh, I'm so glad to be on the beginning of this. And I was like, Lewis has been telling us this forever.
Yep.
What was the milestone I just said?
Oh, they're in the middle of a crowdfunding, a Reg CF crowdfund of $17 million, and they just closed $5 million this morning.
Boop, boop, boop. Like Leslie said, making money there is easier, way easier. It's so much. The environment is so much. It's chill.
It is. And actually, I think we're going to have post show over there today. So open invite. will be under the Camp AI Anonymous. So definitely anybody is welcome to join. You can find me over there also at Martial Artistry.
And I like the
Definitely pull
camp's
up.
icon is literally like a campfire. Like the camp is a
Yeah,
campfire
so
icon.
the camps are like the groups here on Facebook. So they essentially are a way that you can talk to your own private community. What I am hoping to do is maybe run this episode back as a watch party because you could do that over there too. So while we're watching a watch party, we could actually sit and have a conversation about it in real time.
Oh, that'd be
Just
nice.
some other cool things. But to give context on what we're talking about, a new player has entered the game of social media. So Fanbase is not a new app, but it is climbing the charts quickly. As of yesterday in the App Store, it was right behind X at number 42 on the downloads list. So this is another social media platform that is a very viable option for a lot of creators who are concerned about all the uncertainty that we've been talking about for the last half hour. With TikTok potentially being banned, with the fact checking going away from meta platforms, this is another space where the creator can, as they say, be you without limits. For me, I've been on Fanbase for 2.5 years now and have been monetized over there since day one. You can monetize in a wide variety of ways. They do still image posts, they do short form video, long form video, you can do lives, they've got stories, and they've got an audio space. And as of a couple of weeks ago, they announced they're going to have a new microblogging tool called Spark that is similar to X, or formerly known as Twitter. So another space that you can monetize your content, you can be you without limits. I'll give context and say that the way that it is different from some of the other platforms, they do not run ads. So the algorithm is not going to push down your content because they have to run ads. They're actually letting you reach all of your followers. So for instance, today when I open the audio room, everybody who follows me over there is going to get notified. So it gives you the reach that no one ever had. Nobody's been able to reach their full audience. If you could reach your full audience on Meta or Instagram, then the advertisers would come directly to you. They wouldn't go to Meta. They would just come directly to you as a creator. So this takes that out of the equation. So for that reason, I've been on Fanbase for 2.5 years. On the flip side, they're also crowdfunding. So it gives the users the first opportunity to own the platform, which changes the game big time for a lot of creators. Kai Cenat does not own Twitch. You think of your biggest creators on TikTok, most of them do not own shares of Twitch or TikTok. I don't know how many were able to buy shares of Facebook when it was first going to IPO, but most didn't have that opportunity. This gives us another opportunity going forward to own the platform as the creator. That gives us a bargaining chip down the line. So that's been the key thing for me over the last week, has been trying to get other creators who are really, really worried about these changes over and make them comfortable. So both of my co-hosts made their way over just recently, and I'm hoping that the experience has been good for you guys over the last couple of weeks.
For
Yeah, I
me,
mean,
yes.
I like it because it reminds me of like how I've been on all of these platforms since like they first started, and this is how it used to be. It used to be where the people you follow, you see their posts. It's not all of these notifications for somebody you might want to follow or a notification for an ad. So seeing
Hmm.
it in its pure form, and they kind of took all of the platforms and took the good stuff from each one and made it into one. And it's a really good way to maneuver. It's still new, so it still has some little clunkiness. So but it's still polished. Like it still has that clean feel, and there's like no limit too. Like you could upload any type of content you want. Like sometimes I want to upload like a 20-second video. Sometimes I want to upload a 2-minute video. And I think you told me like you could upload like a 2-hour video. Like that really changes the game of like what you could post on there. And think about if you do upload your two hour video, you could put that behind a paywall. So it's like you're not just giving it away. This is your 2-hour piece that you're gonna sell for for so much. So I think it's a really good platform, and I'm enjoying myself on that side.
So, Adama, what about you?
Oh, I love it.
Like,
What you say? I would just like. I just need to figure out. It feels chill. It doesn't feel like. I just can't even explain it. I think and everything's clean. Everything's clean. Like when I say clean, like it just looks neat. Everything looks neat and in place.
No
Um,
ads.
no, no ads. No ads. And then
Ads
today
bring a
when you
sense of
showed me
chaos.
where the revenue part was, I was like, I don't have nothing. And then I had like a little bit, a little place. I have almost what I have now at Facebook. Like that's
now,
crazy. And I've only actually been active for like 2 months, but I've had it since like in the beginning of last year. I think I can't remember, but I already have like I didn't know I had money there.
right? Just
Right.
waiting for you. Like
Just
you
waiting
earned
for it.
that. But so this is what I told you on the phone. Yo, but you earned that content. I mean, you earned that money on that content. The
Mhm.
platform didn't give that to you. You actually earned it from someone who was like, hey, I value your content. And so here, let me pay you for it without the platform being in the middle.
And then
Up to you.
when I go in there, I can see like yours. I think because I just found out that Leslie's on it. Leslie, I gotta go follow you. I can see yours. I can see Carlos. I can see Uriah's. Like everybody who it's just right there. I'm not having to go search it. That's
Yep.
the part I like, and it makes me want to engage. And then I have to go like I didn't know that you had put out stuff today, Uriah. So then I saw it on fan base, and I was like, oh, he didn't post on Facebook. You did. You did post on Facebook. I didn't see it. Show up in my
I'm
feed.
changing the order too because the platform that gets it first kind of gets it. So I first always post on Facebook first because if you post on a different platform, that'd be like a red mark against your monetization because that's like
What?
another
Okay,
platform
repeat
has
that.
it.
Let's go back because you just said something interesting.
So if you're in the monetization program on Facebook, it was that you could only post your content on Facebook, at least primarily. So if you posted it on TikTok and then posted it on Facebook, after Facebook ran its algorithm, it'll show up as a red mark because you can't monetize it because it's on another platform. So I'm changing it. Like I'm not doing it on Facebook first anymore. I'm doing it on Fanbase first. So I'm giving them the first, and then after it's on there for about at least an hour, then I'm posting it on Facebook.
Oh, now this is good. Okay. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
A lot of people though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it affects their
And in this
content.
moment, Uriah, I like you. That was pretty. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
I like you.
I love it.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Yo, Facebook has been manhandling us. What?
Yo, but, hey, so maybe once in a while I've been like, hey, so our content is worth more than this.
Yo,
And
Facebook's like, I don't want
yeah,
this.
people are like, yeah, I know my content's worth more, but I can't do anything about it. And it's like, no, but you can though. It's like, put them in the bonus program, and it's like, all right, so how much did you make? Like, oh, I got 67 cents. And it's like, hey, but you could just go make that 67 cents today on your own without anybody being in the middle. Like, that's an option now.
I'm mad you said 67 cents. You know what?
Yeah. Some people, that's where it's at.
All that work you put out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, right now, while I appreciate getting the $2.80 whatever cents, I appreciate that. But I know my content is worth more.
you know what? You need to be grateful. You can go to McDonald's and buy you a sweet tea. So cut it out.
I am grateful.
No,
But
I'm playing.
people don't get to see it. But the people don't get to see it. Like my own friends, Jen barely gets to see it.
But I'm playing because I'm just like, oh, come on, man. $2?
I'm saying.
That's just.
But this is how our group mates feel. This is how people inside of our private Facebook group that can't see their group mates in the main feed feel.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. You're right. That just hit me. Yep. That's how they feel. Yeah.
I'm just saying it out loud.
Right.
But this is how they feel. Hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll just quit. I just won't even make the content anymore because I just don't want to play the game and I'm not getting paid. So it's just not worth my time. I'm just done. And so, like, hey, think back one full year when we all kind of came together. How many of that group still post? Cricket.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Like, dropped off. Don't post anything. They're not even on platforms, some of them anymore.
Mm-mm.
But and some pivot, like they don't do content, but they do that other marketing push that some people are doing that.
Get rich now.
Yeah, get rich now.
Yeah.
Drama, clickbait, drama posts. Like,
oh my God! Did you just bring that up? Yes.
Stuff like that. So people pivot into a way where it's like
there's the other girls too. You know. There's the other kind.
Look, what are you talking about?
She gonna go there. Okay, so we're not gonna talk about the big-breasted girls doing the turn, like, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna say anything. We all blind today, huh? I got you.
No, let's talk about it. I mean, like, seriously.
That content always sells, though. Like,
what'd you say?
So that content always sells.
Yeah, it always sells. It does. It does. And it kills me. It kills me. I'm sitting around here looking like stuff net, because I'm trying to post, decent
quality
things. Yes, quality.
Mm-hmm.
Digging into the bag of ratchetness or the bag of, $1 million and selling you a lemon car.
Right. So for a lot of creators, they're in between those two and trying to figure it out, but have some of these blocks in place that they don't understand because nobody talks about it.
Yeah, I think I was saying that to someone. Who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Rich or something. Yeah, I was talking to Rich. I said, AI now. I said, with everything that's going on, I said, it's becoming very hard to stay here on Facebook and post and do things like that because it's not, there's no more quality and people are not trying, not saying there's no more quality for everyone. I'm just saying there's so many people are still doing the same things they were doing when we first started.
Let's talk about it.
Couldn't get it out.
Are we saying lack of growth?
What'd you say?
Lack of growth.
Lack of growth. Yeah, like come on. Yeah, I mean,
but then here's the crazy thing is, respectfully, they'll get more views and more hits.
Yeah.
On stuff from last year, they'll get more views and more likes.
In order to do the things that we do, you have to have thick skin. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that, so I know. You know what? I don't
nah,
know to
keep cooking.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know some of the stuff I spit out is dope.
Right? That was easy.
And I don't. And I really don't. And I'm at an age where I don't need a lot of validation, and that's come over time. But if I was still in that era where I needed that, I would have been off this page a long time ago because I see people's stuff and I'm like, what? How did they get like 293 and mine just says 2?
You're not alone though.
But then when I go to fan base, and that's not why I'm there at fan base, but when I go to fan base, I have like likes and loves and it's just crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's
just different.
Yeah, it's different. It's very different. And
but
now
that's the culture.
People get burnt out.
Uh-huh. But that's the culture here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to take you for all the content you're willing to give.
It's just, we just don't call Facebook Target. Everybody gonna mumble. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call Facebook Target.
Well, and
we keep coming back.
Here's what I'm curious about. If fact checking is gone and they're lifting the moderation tools that they had in place, shouldn't we have more reach? And shouldn't we be able to say what we weren't able to say before?
I'm sorry, I was reading.
Right, you might get the most reach and just won't get paid for it.
What are you talking about? I missed that.
So okay, hypothetically speaking, over the next coming months when they lift the moderation tools and the fact checking. So now if I want to say what I want on the show, and I don't have to be clean about what I say, shouldn't I get the reach organically if people just want to tune in? And it's not going to get flagged anymore because they've lifted those moderation stops that were in place?
It's not gonna last long.
Now it's just they do whatever they want.
Uh-huh. Well, pair that with, hey, they just changed the terms of service.
Right. Did we already talk about the bots that got banned?
Oh yeah, you did that last week, right?
Yeah. Hey man, speaking of which, shout out to Victor. Last week, man, that was such a pleasure.
Yeah, Victor was awesome.
Audience really shout out to you, Victor, man. We really, really appreciate that. And I hope that you're able to come back soon.
Yes. Follow him. He's got great stuff.
Do you see Shirley's comment? She said posting on Facebook is like
it's posting in the ghost town. That's why I was laughing at. That's why I couldn't keep track of what you were saying. I was laughing at that comment. I was like, oh, she ain't never lied.
It's true.
It's crazy that even the videos aren't getting reached where they're supposed to.
So let me just say this. The same way we expect, let's just play a game of common sense now. The same way we expect to change like AI and the technology and the prompting and all the different things that are happening every week. Let's just say that every week. We should also adjust our brains and start going to these other places like Fanbase. I mean, that's what we should do. I know that Facebook is so much easier because we already know it. We already know what to do. We already know, we kind of know how to maneuver it. But we need to expand ourselves and go to other places. Once people see that you're moving on elsewhere, they're going to change things. Because one thing a person doesn't want to do is lose money out their pocket, no matter how wealthy you are. I mean, you saw what Amazon did as soon as Amazon realized that people, like a lot of people, started doing drop shipping. What did Amazon start doing? Oh, Negroes, we got trucks. Like we got little lock boxes. We got stores. We got need groceries. Forget that place. We got this.
That's the vertical integration of the business, though.
I mean,
they found a problem and provided a solution.
I did not mean to say Negroes. Lord have mercy.
That's all good.
I was just going. But yeah, I mean, as soon as Facebook and Instagram realize people are going other places,
hey, it's going viral right now on IG. Right. Like I woke up to like my whole feed was just like Isaac Hayes and Nikki Saunders.
And you've been saying it for. They need to go ahead and get you a shirt. They need to go ahead and give you like a VIP pass. They need to go ahead, and I'm gonna be there. I'll be like, I'm part of the Marshall family. Thank you. I'm part of them.
I'm with the Marshall family.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's a cousin we can't stand. He's a cousin we can't stand with us.
Nah, but like you can actually retain the ownership of the content. And that's the thing that I didn't talk about, that I got an interview from their CTO and he answered a very direct question about content ownership because the terms of service were going to change over here on Meta. And I'm like, hey, what is the stance over here? So I have about a 6-minute interview where he outlined and articulated that, hey, you're still going to retain 100% of your ownership rights of your content.
That's what I'm talking about.
Huge. That's huge. And it's inherent because that's what the CEO wants because of the background of the creators and the artists constantly getting screwed. So this is just a new era. This is a new player in the content game.
And I'm just going to say, I'm so happy that it's us.
Yeah, it's Black on.
You know what? I'm still learning what I can say.
You can say it. There's no more moderation tools.
I love it.
We should be able to have free speech.
Should be. And you guys are going to be like, hey, Adam, we don't even see your stuff on the feed anymore. I'll be like,
right? They're going to be like, hey, all week. We didn't see none of them all week.
I'm like, oh, funny story.
Back.
Yeah. So I just think that we need to buckle up and we need to buckle down and just go over to other places and see what they have to offer. So it may be a good thing now that TikTok is doing that because it's going to give other ways to other platforms.
Well, and I mean, if this were another industry, would you still continue to shop there or patron their business if they treated you as though they didn't really appreciate you? Fair question.
People are lazy.
The store.
People,
Hey, if this were a
majority of
store,
people are
if
lazy.
this were a corner store,
Look at Walmart.
Majority of people are lazy, and they'll stick with what they know versus something new.
then you gotta
Or
just get it how you
what's
live.
available. Like groceries expensive now. I don't care about your political views. I'm still going to Walmart because that's the cheapest. Like,
Yeah.
they got some horrible business practices, but they still
Right.
got some of the cheapest prices.
Right. I'm gonna stand there and ring up my own stuff and bag it and complain the whole time.
Hey, we know a little something about that, huh, Jen?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and complain the whole time. But guess what? I got oxtails. Or I could just went to the meat market.
And that's funny with the meat because that was one of the biggest things that they did. Like their meat. What do you call them? My brain is done. The meat market guys. They
Yeah,
were trying to unionize. They fired the entire department, and then just hire somebody else. So it's like they have ruthless tactics.
yeah. I'm still gonna go there. I'm gonna complain as I'm there.
So,
Yeah.
but that's where the creators are at right now. That's why they on Instagram and Facebook complaining and TikTok complaining right now.
They're
They don't
complaining, but when
own it.
there's
They
other
don't own it.
places.
They don't own it.
That's a good point. You know what? That was a good point, Lewis. That was pretty good. Go ahead and ring the alarm on that for us, Uriah. Go ahead. That was pretty damn. That was a pretty good point. You need to use that in the clip.
They don't own it.
Right. You need to use that in the clip right there. I mean, you still go to Walmart, right? Yep. Happily. And then to make myself feel better, I swing by Target afterwards.
Yay, and on your way out, Walmart, they're gonna ask you to check your bag or your
Like
receipt.
I stole the gallon of milk.
Hey, I just watched you ring up your own stuff and pay for it. Let me see your receipt.
And now you're gonna stop me at the damn door.
That part. Yeah, it's wild. Like I said, there's a lot that's happened this week. There's no way we could have covered this in 1 hour. But
I
we
mean,
did.
we're still not even like hitting it hard like we were going to. I mean,
Too much happened between then.
maybe somebody out there in Chicago who's sick right now, so it's probably why. Because normally he's got like
We prepped, but
I'm playing,
since we
you're right.
prepped, stuff changed. Like since we did our prep work for the show this week,
stuff's changed. Exactly.
stuff changed
Stuff's changed. I mean,
in real time. Right, Fanbase was viral this morning when I woke up, and it was like, oh, hey, I gotta like handle my stuff on Fanbase, and then I gotta like post these to my stories so that people can see this. Damn, I need to do some research for the show.
so where are y'all posting first? Moving forward from today, where are you going to post first?
Oh, I'm posting the Fanbase first.
Uriah, you're up in the corner for me.
I post for my subscribers in a subscribers group, and then Fanbase, and then Facebook public.
Okay, so
And
I have one subscriber because I'm still working on it. I'm going to post for my subscriber, and then I guess now go to Fanbase for sure, for certain. After looking at my revenue, and now I know that I am literally in control. Maybe not 100%, but I'm in control of what I'm going to do with my content. Do you know what I'm saying?
That was easy.
Yeah.
That was easy.
You know what?
He's sick. I gotta do it for him.
Yeah. So
That was easy.
Look at her face. That's the clip right there. That's the clip right there. She'll be like, oh my God, I'm calling you on the phone. I'm calling you.
I've been trying. And I said today I was going to be nice.
It's out of love, you know.
But yeah, I really want, like, I love how you have that group over there on fan base. And I just want people to explore. And because Unleash, this is what I love, especially. Unleash is a private group. If we got all of us to get on there,
right?
And then
well,
we
and there's already,
and then we go on
already Unleashed camp.
Huh?
There's already an Unleashed AI camp. So when they get there, it's already curated. I already did all the work.
We'll just get everybody on there, and there we go.
Let's just migrate and take that content over there where it's actually valued.
Yeah, look, Leslie said, yep. Leslie, quit playing and come on the show. Okay, that's all.
Hey, I'll second that. Leslie, we need you on the show.
I was like,
He's
I'm
cooking
done.
in the background, but I want to see him come on the show.
Right, quit playing with us, Leslie.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this out there because I know he's gonna see this tomorrow. Yo, Rich Forbes, I'd love to see you on the show too.
Rich, let's get on the show.
Rich, let's go.
So that we got it clear. Rich, I want to see you come on the show. Real time.
You can
hey, we need to have a faceless conversation. I want to learn. I need.
Can I tell you what I would love for him to do? What I would love for him to do, you know how people are like under investigation and they put that shadow thing there and then they tell like
I'm saying
I would love that.
Perfect.
So he can keep the whole thing going.
Kind of like back in the day when they'd be like the names and changed her.
And you'd be like, wait a minute.
To protect the innocent.
You're like, wait a minute. He looked like he might be in Florida.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, Shirley said, get better, Uriah. I know, right? I can't even pick on him real good. Because at the same token, I'm like, I can't pick on you real good. Because at the same token, I want to be like, let me bring you some moonshine. I told you last night, moonshine, I knocked that cold right on out.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come out
thumbs up. She said you could send a care pack this way.
Listen, I put myself with the care package.
Right.
Okay.
Adama, tell the people where they can find you at.
Oh no! Why do I always have to start first? Let Uriah go.
Yeah, because ladies first.
Okay. All right. So you can find me on Facebook. I just did that just to be funny. You can find me on Facebook, Adama Siddiqui. I am trying to work on my other page, El Leon. I only have 4 people there, so people can go there and start helping me out there. That'd be great. You can also find me on Instagram and Fanbase. On Fanbase, I am Adama Siddiqui. It's the same thing as on here, but I think on Facebook it's Adama Werda. But you can find me on Fanbase, and if you find these 2, you can find me.
Yeah, facts. Uriah, you up?
Go ahead and take a sip of water. You know you can't breathe.
Facebook at Uriah Muhammad. Also business page, Profit Productions. Instagram, profit.productions.ai. Fanbase, Profit Productions. I'm gonna put in my links in the post. You can get my landing page, which pretty much connects you to whatever you need.
Uriah, I feel so sorry for you.
You look like you about to kill over.
I mean, I feel so sorry for you right now.
He's about to go home and go back and go sleep.
I'm about to make you some pepper. I'm about to make you some pepper soup and send it.
My God. Thank you for being here today, brother. We appreciate you.
I wasn't expecting him.
Sure.
I wasn't expecting him.
I know. I was planning on it just being me and Adama. And you said, hey, I'm going to be there tomorrow. I was like, all right. And then I talked to you this morning. You're like, hey, I'm resting still. It's like, oh, I don't know if he's going to make it.
I know he was quiet. So I was just like, oh, I guess we'll just see him next week.
I preserve my energy We're from Chicago. We don't take sick days.
Hey.
Oh, boo. We're from the South. We don't know nothing about sick days. Yes, we do. It's flurrying outside. The whole state shut down.
Nah,
Yeah.
we keep it moving.
And where can we find you at, Uriah? I mean, Lewis. Sorry, guys.
You already know. You can find me at Marshall Artistry on all platforms. You can also find me on Facebook at Lewis Marshall. You can also shop our products that are behind me at marshallartistry.com. Great show, guys. Great
To the
show.
leadership. The leadership lounge.
That's Leslie right there.
Leslie,
Leslie, shout out to you for the beat. We appreciate you. Everybody that stay with us to the end, shout out to y'all.
Welcome to the
And
leadership.
as always,
The
we will
leadership
see y'all
lounge.
next week. Holla.